No, we're good. It's live. We can do anything. I'll just edit it later when we go to post it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 27 Sideline Summit. Going live for this one. Felt like it's a special episode as in less than 60 minutes, football's back. And what a better way to celebrate it than talking about
This guy.
that guy. A little bit of this guy, maybe. But, you know,
He'd be a really good football player.
I don't know, 6'8", 6'9".
Tight end?
Tight end? Nah, you seen that viral picture of his shoulder? I don't know if it lasts. His shoulders are
Done.
weird.
He would.
But yeah, football's back. It's been a
Yeah.
long ride. It really hasn't felt that long, but it's been a long ride. It's of course the Hall of Fame game, but we're back. We're back.
What's it been? February 13th with no football. It's been, what, 6 months? 6 months, no
We're
football.
back, though.
It
And
is
tonight is-
officially back.
Tonight is the first time we will hear about Trey Walker since the draft. So, yeah.
No one's talked about him during camp, which is crazy. Because Doug Peterson's the coach. No more Urban Meyer.
No more just Jags controversy. It's all about T-Law and the guys. But I guess we're started. Let's go on with summits plummets. I'm pretty sure yours are going to be MLB related, so you can do your summit and your plummet first.
My plummet goes to the Red Sox, and that's what it was before. But right now, it's because they traded for a dude who got caught jerking off in the parking lot. And they have no direction.
My God, MLB is strange.
So yeah, he got arrested in Canada for doing that. Really weird guy. Which is honestly suspendable. Like he should have got suspended. Likewise to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson should have been suspended for a whole year. And he might get suspended even longer.
Sorry. No, you can just keep talking. You're good.
No, I'm going to cut that out.
Well, we're live.
So we're live right now.
It is.
That's good.
That's a little bit better.
But nah, the Red Sox are definitely my plummet because they got caught jerking off in the parking lot. But aside from all the jokes, they really had no direction at the deadline. They traded their all-star catcher. Well, he's not an all-star, but he should have been. They traded their guy, but then they went and got Eric Osman, and they went and got Tommy Pham, the dude who slapped his teammate for over a fantasy football debate. I don't know if you know that. Tommy Pham slapped his teammate.
Oh, I've heard about something like that. Yeah. I've heard something about that.
So it's just like, what are you doing? They don't have direction, but they can make the playoffs. They were 2 games away from from making the World Series last year. So I like their decision to not blow it up at the deadline, but it's just questionable like what direction you're actually going because they're kind of in the middle ground. Sometimes they can get caught there, and there's no benefit of being in the middle ground. And I'll go into my.
I just had quick news. Trey Walker will be playing tonight. He will be getting some snaps. A lot of Jaguar starters will be out. Etienne, Chenault, Jones, Kirk, Lawrence. Essentially, the whole starting offense is not playing. A lot of the starting defense isn't playing. Josh Allen is not playing. A lot of guys are out.
The better of the Josh Allens is not playing.
Yeah, those don't play.
Yeah.
The edge.
Last time I checked, the Jaguars beat the Bills last year.
And Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen.
He did. He indeed did.
To the summit.
To the summit. There's a lot you could go. Football being back is its own summit. But my summit is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you can be like, oh, you're biased. Just chose you 2 teams for your summit and your summit.
They got Tay.
They got Deontay Johnson back.
Yeah.
As much people are going to be like, oh, it's controversy. They have a QB battle. And you're going to be like, oh, what does that mean? It means that they're going to have 3 quarterbacks battling and you're going to pick one, right?
They have 3 guys who they deem can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Which, you don't really want to see reports of, Mason Rudolph winning your QB battle, but I think that it's still a good thing.
Here's the thing. I think he has great arm talent. He's obviously not the best athlete off the foot. He kind of reminds me of Mac Jones in that sense. That he's like Walmart Mac Jones, and I don't even know what that means. Mac Jones is Walmart himself.
I mean, no, I get it though. I mean, every other day with the Steelers, man. I mean, we're gonna get more in depth later, but like every other day, someone else is winning the battle. You Pickett was getting second team reps. Mitch Trubisky had a good day today. He hit someone for a touchdown. It was a pretty good touchdown. I think it was Calvin Austin, maybe. Oh, it was Pickens. It was Pickens. He hit Pickens for a touchdown. And then a couple days ago, Rudolph was taking some one reps or saying he was winning the battle. So my summit has actually been my my summit has been actually the Eagles' offense so far in camp because there's a lot of struggle. Hard to find consistency, but what I see is that they're getting their own against what seems to be an elite defense.
Exactly. And you see Devonta Smith is out today. Like, okay.
We're playing it cautious.
Yeah, but it Hurts turned out with A.J. Brown. So.
They say he's been eyeing A.J. Brown all camp. A.J. Brown has been having a good camp, and mainly the only two people guarding him have been James Bradberry and Darius Slay. Arguably two of the top. Well, Slay's certainly a top 10 corner in football. Bradberry's probably a top 20 corner in football.
I think he's definitely a top 20. He's probably the 18.
Two very good corners to really get your stuff with. Rager has been turning up a little bit more, gaining more consistency as they've been saying. He beat Bradberry for a long touchdown today. So it's good to see the offense is starting to find some consistency. They've been 3 straight practices, no turnovers. So that's just really something you want to see now. Plummet, however. My plummet at the same time is almost the offense. It's kind of
the media covering the offense.
Yeah, it's almost Eagles media. It's if you go to any Elliott Parks.
Elliott Short Parks is horrible.
He is horrible, but he's been a little more neutral this year. He's been defending Hurts a little bit, or he's been like, "Oh, bad throw by Hurts," whatever. But the Eagles media, so he'll post something like, "Oh, Hurts has been pretty solid today. Had a couple passes that were off, but overall has been okay." Comment section will be like, "So he's just the same as last year." I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like all that's been praised is that he's been throwing with accuracy, timing's been better. He just needs to be a little more consistent with it. But yeah, Eagles media is wild. They're the only team that I think just wants their quarterback to suck.
It doesn't make sense. Because you see the Steelers, they have 3 quarterbacks, and they could be like, "Oh, we want Mason Rudolph to suck," but no, we are embracing any quarterback who's going to win the starting role. And that's what the Eagles should do.
That's exact. I mean,
because when Carson Strong wins the Eagles,
speaking of QBs though, Minshew's been having a bad camp apparently.
Yeah, because he lived in a van. He probably does not have good sleep.
Or maybe it's because he's not good at football.
I think he's pretty solid at football. I just don't think he's
not a top. I don't think he's a top
32
quarterback.
He's not.
I don't think he's a top 50.
And I think this might be a hot take, but I don't think Cam Newton's a top 32 quarterback.
No, he's not. Not anymore.
Some people will look, "Oh my God, Cam Newton." It's not 2015 anymore, bro.
Anyway, let's get into the most anticipated one. Finishing off the NFC this week, then we're moving on to the AFC next week. Very highly anticipated.
The better conference that makes more sense because there's like 12 teams that can get in the playoffs.
Yeah, just because you have more, it's quality over quantity, you know.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe Bucks, Rams, Niners, Eagles, Green Bay. That's 5 teams that could realistically win a Super Bowl.
There's 5 teams that can go 12-5.
Cowboys, if they ever live up to their own expectations.
Here's my problem with the Cowboys, and I think we've talked about it before. Their receiver room is horrible.
CeeDee Lamb is top 10 potential. I'll give him that.
CeeDee Lamb, I think, is going to be amazing. And the Eagles should have drafted him. They should have. The Eagles would have
had to trade up, but I still agree. I think we should.
Howie was not.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in that class.
Everyone knew that Howie was going to try to move up to go with the Falcons to jump the Cowboys, and he didn't. But CeeDee Lamb's that guy. Aside from that, what do you got? Dalton Schultz. You got a good run game.
But rough. Gallup, I don't know if he's going to be back in time.
He's not active week 1, he said already. You have like TJ Vasher and Jalen Tolbert. Like, who? TJ Vasher tall, but like, come on, bro. He's not.
No, they really do only have one elite receiving threat, but luckily they do have one of the top tandem backs in the league, and they do have Dak Prescott, who's probably one of the 15 best quarterbacks I could probably say.
Yeah, they voted him like number 8. I don't know about that. I don't know about
maybe,
that. Maybe. He's not 8.
He can't be any – I think he can't be any higher than Wilson. But if you put him over Carr, I'd believe it.
I think he's.
I don't agree, but I can get down.
I think he's in the same tier as Derek Carr.
Yeah, they're all just.
They both haven't won playoff games.
They're all just Kirk Cousins, just different fonts. But moving on to teams that don't have a first-round pick, the Rams, they're over under 10.5.
I'll take the over. I'm not looking at the schedule. I'm taking the over.
We're gonna take the over. I think I'm gonna go to the over before we look at the schedule. We always got to do it. You always have to. So.
Super Bowl champion Cooper Kupp. That's for week 1 could be a Super Bowl preview. We have Bills Rams. Here's my thing. Everyone's picking the Bills to be their team. And you just know Josh Allen is owned by his father, Patrick Mahomes.
That's not even his fault. He's owned by a quarter.
Yeah, but
a coin.
It's not his fault, but at the same time, it's actually the Bills' defense fault.
I mean, yeah, he killed 40. I mean, you 13 seconds. But yeah. I think I'm going to go Bills on this
I'll
one.
go Bills.
I'll go Bills, and they face the Falcons. I think they go 1-1.
They go 1-1, yeah.
1-1. We're moving on. Cardinals, Niners. That's
no D-Hop.
real tough.
No
D-Hop. I'll take him against the Cardinals. I'll take the Niners.
Also,
they
own the Cardinals. They absolutely.
Yeah, that playoff game was horrendous by Murray. I don't hold it against him. I still think he's one of the 10 best quarterbacks in football, of course.
Wasn't Kyler's fault. His coach is a bottom 5 coach in the NFL.
Give Kyler Chip Kelly. Watch what would happen.
Give Kyler Nick Sirianni.
So they're 2-2.
John Harbaugh.
I think we agree they're 2-2 after 4 weeks, or do you have them beating the Niners?
I haven't beaten the Niners. I haven't split.
I'll take they'll take one against the Niners. Cowboys Panthers. I'm going 2-0. So we're up to 4-2. It's looking good for them right now.
Here's my thing.
4-2 going
the Cowboys,
into
if Gallup's back, could backdoor win that game. I don't know what it is. They play really well against the Rams.
For every game the Cowboys win like that, they go on and lose to like
a bad team, like the Broncos.
Falcons,
the Broncos,
the Falcons, like something like that. So I see where you're coming from, but I think I got them giving 2 wins into the bye. Again, all right, this is a tough 3-gamer. Niners, Bucks, Cardinals. I'm losing this Niners game.
Yeah, lose this
4-3. I got them splitting, winning against the Cardinals, a sweep of the Cardinals, losing to the Bucks. So
I think they'll beat the Bucks again.
So I have them at 5-4.
I'm at 6-3.
5-4, 6-3. We're relatively close. We got Saints, Chiefs. I think they beat the Saints.
They lose to the Chiefs.
I think they lose to the Chiefs. So I got them at 6-5. That's correct.
Yeah.
6-5.
So they need to win out to be there over.
I think they got 2 wins here. Seahawks, Raiders.
Yeah, they do.
I got 8-5.
I have 9-4.
Packers, Broncos is tough, man. But I think I'm not giving the Rams a benefit of doubt against a couple of the good teams. I think they can beat the Packers. I'll give them the Packers. I haven't given them a lot of the close ones. I'll give them the Packers one.
What's the week is this? Week
15.
I think by this time of the year.
What's at Lambeau? But your best receiver is Allen Lizard, and he has to be guarded by Jalen Ramsey. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to.
Oh my God, Allen Lazard or Jalen Ramsey.
I'm going to go 2-0 there. I got them at 10-5 right now. Chargers, Seahawks to finish. That's a split. That's 11-6.
I have them at 12-5.
All right, I got 11-6, 12-5. Either way, that's both the over. That Chargers game could be very, very good, though.
I was looking at going to. It's on New Year's Day. I was looking at going to that game.
Damn, flying out to LA.
That would be insane.
It's unfortunate it's at Chargers, but
it's at the same stadium.
Yeah,
it's like the Jets at the Giants.
So we both agree with the over on that one. Now, next one is Seahawks are 5.5.
I'm just going to take the under.
Yeah, we're not going to look at the schedule. Same with the Falcons. I can't imagine them getting over 5 wins. But since we have nothing to talk about the Seahawks, we can talk a little bit about their QB controversy.
Geno Smith
has been outperforming Drew Lock. The whole notion was like, oh, Drew Lock is the worst starter in the league. He's the worst starter in the league. He's not even a starter.
He's not.
You're getting outplayed by Geno Smith, who is also playing bad. He's playing against us in a camp. I really think they should have really invested in one of these quarterbacks. Like,
no. So the Seahawks have it down. Aside from drafting running backs early, which they always have done, I don't know why. I guess they have like a running back curse where the running backs play for like 2 years and then get injured and die. But no, Kenneth Walker is going to be the next great running back in Seattle.
Yeah, he was a really good pick. I like him a lot.
His only thing
is his blocking, but I'm pretty sure that will come along with NFL discipline.
I think Miles Sanders has Oh, semi-bad blocking too, but he's just pretty fun.
Yeah, but a lot of the system of his, like he'll chip and leak out. But
yeah, I think that can be fine with.
I think Kenneth Walker can be better than Miles
Kenneth
Sanders.
Walker could make Miles Sanders look like an infant.
Maybe, but I not invest in quarterback. I'll draft one early. I'm talking like late round.
No.
You see all these guys falling.
I don't like it.
I would just take one late round pick.
My thing is
your direction is clearly going down. If you don't like them, you simply just draft another one. It's not like there's a lot of stock.
I think they already got Drew Lock back from the Russell Wilson trade. They're already like committed, and they said, okay, we're gonna suck, so let's get Bryce Young.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. I mean, I think if you're that abysmal at quarterback, I think you should just try at least. But
my problem is
they don't want to try. They are all in on failing, getting Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Spencer Rattler.
Well, here's what I'll tell you right here. I think the Seahawks could give up a little call to a division rival and say, let's give me Jimmy G.
Well, I mean, his stock is falling by the day. So
the Seahawks
maybe the Giants call him up.
At this point, honestly, Jimmy G with two of the best, probably the second or third best receiver duo in the league. DK and Tyler Lockett is up there.
They're up there. They're both dangerous, man.
So if you give him that, Noah Fant, a good running back, an improved offensive line from the crappiest offensive line of all time. Man, the Seahawks offense could be serviceable, a lot more serviceable than it is already. But the problem lays in the D-line because they have 7 Jerry Tilleries out there.
Yeah, they do. Well, let's move on to the Cardinals. Their line set at 9.5.
We gotta look.
I'm gonna. But before we start, I think I'm gonna go over. Just barely. I think I got them
10-7. 10-7 is
yeah. So we got Chiefs Raiders to start. I like them splitting. I can go 1-1 there.
Yeah.
Beat the Raiders. Get absolutely embarrassed by the Chiefs. We got Rams Panthers. I think that's another split. I got the Rams.
Did you say that they were gonna?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Rams? So I got them at. 2-2 right now. I think.
Now you said they're going to get swept by the Rams when you're doing the Rams, though.
Yeah, so they're 1-1 here, and they're 1-1 here. They beat the Panthers.
No, you said the Rams were going to sweep them when we're doing the Rams prediction.
Yeah, so I have the Rams winning here. That's what I'm saying.
So they'd be 1-3.
No. I said 1-1 split here. Yep, yeah.
Split there.
2-2.
Cool.
Eagles Seahawks, another split. It's going to be hard to find consistency here. You'll never see me. When we did the Eagles predictions, I probably had the Eagles losing this game, but
no, because the Eagles are going to start the season like 6-1.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But I got them splitting again, so we're looking at 3-3. It's a very mediocre start. Out of your pocket. A Nature Valley barge fell out of Danny's pocket, so that means we have to go three games at a time now. Saints, Vikings, Seahawks. 3-0. I like 3-0.
Sponsor the podcast,
please. 3-0 there, so that's 6-3 in my eyes. I think they can beat all three of these teams.
They could lose to the Saints realistically, but
maybe.
I think
I do. Yeah. So we're at 6-3, and then we got Rams, Niners, Chargers.
They could go 0-3. They could go.
They could go 0-3 there. Absolutely, they could go 0-3, but I think they'll get one against the Niners.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
So I'll have them going 1-2 there.
Every game that I look at the Chargers schedule,
7-5.
I see them as a favorite.
I don't know. That's how I feel. Like if they go into a game and their defense can just hold the other team like 20 points,
they're winning.
They're going to win the game. Anyway,
also they need to draft some sort of competent tight end, not named Jared Cook.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Donald Parham, who rest in peace to him. He ain't died, but he's like paralyzed.
They should have traded for Ertz. Herbert would have loved that.
They should have traded for Grant Calcutta.
They would have loved Aaron Hernandez.
Grant Calcutta is the Eagles' rookie tight end.
We're gonna have to keep him. He's actually been having a good camp.
Imagine Gronk came out of retirement and played for the Chargers.
That would be very random. I feel as if the camera is slightly moving on us.
It might be.
There we go. All right, we're back. So the 7-5 going into the bye. Patriots, Broncos.
I think they can go 1-1. Split.
I would agree. Beat Broncos, lose to Patriots.
That just seems like something we'll do.
I don't know. Yeah, so we got an 8-6 here. We're getting close. Bucks, Falcons, Niners. I said I have them splitting the Niners. So that means I had them winning the last one. That means they'll lose this one. And they'll probably lose to the Bucks, beat the Falcons.
At this point,
So 1-2.
Cardinals, Bucks with D-Hop back. They could go 10-7.
Maybe.
I think they go 10-7.
9-8, 10-7. It's literally as close as it gets.
Like we said, the line is perfectly set.
Yeah, I think that's a very good line. I think it just depends how they carry the momentum in the second year of the season. We know how good they can be to start. Cliff Kingsbury has to just stop getting figured out so fast. But I think that's a perfect line. The Niners line is also 9.5.
Big headline for the Cardinals is Rondale Moore. You're not going to talk about it.
Wandale Moore has been I thought his name was Wandale Robinson. I don't know.
Wandale Robinson plays for the Giants.
Yeah, and he's having a good camp with
Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney
KT.
I don't know how to explain this. Kadarius Toney is just football Tyrese Maxey, if it makes sense. You'll learn soon when you're older. But anyway, not you. You I know you get it. I get what I'm coming at. Explosive. You like him.
He gives me De'Aaron Fox.
He's giving me a Bones High.
Yeah, not that. But here's the thing. KT, he is on some crack.
Yeah, he is really an electrifying athlete.
He made Kayvon Thibodeau look silly.
We need Gus Johnson for this guy. So the Niners have him going 1-1 against the Cardinals, and I believe I have him going 1-1 against the Rams, correct? And I think they'll beat the Seahawks. So we'll skip all the division games, and we're 4-2, just right off the bat, right?
Yeah,
4-2 right off the bat. So we got Bears win. We're 5-2. Broncos at 6-2. We already got Rams, and we got Panthers, Falcons. We're 8-2 already. 8-2 already. The line is 9.5.
Yeah, they're going over.
Chiefs, it's a loss. So we're at 8-3. Week 9, we got the bye week. We got Chargers. That could be so good. I think the Chargers have an improved run defense. I don't know how improved to stop the Niners run.
Man,
to go along
I don't care how bad Jerry Tillery is. Khalil Mack has to do something.
Khalil Mack, Bosa.
No, he has to do something to improve
your
run game.
I have a loss there though. I don't know.
I believe they signed the tackle.
I'll give them a win there because I don't think I've ever picked someone to beat the Chargers yet.
They'd be the team to do it.
And they're home. They'll be home. Run game. You know.
I mean, the Niners did come into the same exact stadium, SoFi, and beat the Rams. So.
I mean, yeah. We're looking at 9-3 so far. Saints, I got to win. It's 10-3. They're over the line with 4 games to go. I gotta win against the Dolphins. Home. It's gonna be a lot of the similar play style.
Raheem Mostert. I mean, that's OC versus head coach.
That could be a Mostert revenge game. Hill versus Debo will be an insane little matchup there. I wonder if Tua is hopefully just available by this point in the season. Hopefully he's not benched. Hopefully he's not injured. He's been having a great camp.
Tua's him.
Yeah. Do you have a win there or a loss there?
I'll take a win for I'll take a win for the Dolphins.
Ooh. So what are we at? You're at 10-4. No, you
10-5.
10-5. 10-4 or 10-5. We're at 10-4 because we even beat the Saints. 10-4. Loss against the Bucks. 10-5. Last 2 games, Commanders, Raiders. I got 12-5. 12-5, and that would do it for the division. That would do it for
They would tie.
My division.
They would tie.
They would do it for your tiebreakers and everything.
I think they could lose to the Raiders for this degree.
You think so? It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I think they'll beat the absolute crap out of the Commanders. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to be the quarterback by then. He's having a horrendous camp, as everyone expected.
I don't know if you've seen the video. Devontae Adams, Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, and Matt Collins are in the Uber, and they're like, "Yeah, Hunter Renfrow would never buy an Ubers again."
Yeah, the Uber is the size of my white Mazda. So
I don't know. Like you have 4 NFL players, one being a quarterback, and 2 being the star wide receivers, and then randomly Matt Collins, who was on our high school football field before, was in the car.
I shook Matt Collins' hand.
Yeah.
I didn't wash my hand for 5 days. But anyway, we'll stick in San Francisco as Trey Lance has been having an up and down camp. There is a lot of expectation on him, as he's a very, very raw quarterback. He played 18 college football games? He got drafted at the age of 20. And, I mean, look, you have a great mentor, Jimmy G. Jimmy G is a Super Bowl competing quarterback. He's one of I think he's one of the 32 best quarterbacks in football. Regardless of his downs, he wins games. He does win games.
The Niners didn't give him $30 million for no reason.
Exactly. It's not like they gave him 30. Like, he's a good quarterback, and he was 10 minutes away from winning a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kyle Shanahan's terrible play calling and threw it down the drain again. He'd be a 2-time Super Bowl champ by now. But I have high expectations for Trey Lance. I just don't put too much stock in the camps, even though I just said Wentz is having a terrible camp. My reason why he's bad is because their decision making is horrible. The camp has nothing to do with it. The camp is just proving my point. Trey Lance, though, this is his first camp going into as a starter. He's taking all the first team reps. It's going to be rough. You do have a very good defense. I was thinking about this on the way to the gym. I think the Niners and the Eagles are actually very similar. They both have very good defenses, young quarterbacks who are kind of Trey Lance more than Hurts, I think, has a higher ceiling and he's more of a project.
And guess what? I'm going to add a third team into that conversation. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. No one's going to talk about it.
I think so. I just don't think you have that quarterback yet, but you have a solid wide receiver
Our defense is much better than
the
Niners.
Very good. All 3 teams have very good defenses. It's just a matter of figuring out the quarterback, I think. You guys have a solid running back. You, Najee Harris, of course. The Niners always have somebody. They have Deebo Samuel.
Eli Mitchell. Eli's really good.
And then the Eagles have Sanders, Scott, Gainwell. And we're probably going to have Jordan Howard by week 8. So,
they'll have Jay Ajayi somewhere.
Yeah, he's just going to quit the professional gaming and just slide back to us. But I think all 3 of these teams, with pressure on their quarterbacks for whoever starts, I think all these teams, realistically, if they can figure out the quarterback, everything else is figured out, though.
Here's the thing. I think only 2 of the 3 teams will figure it out. It sucks, but I don't think the Steelers actually have the quarterback on the roster.
I think if Mitch Trubisky can be his playoff Chicago year self, at least that, with Mike Tomlin instead of Matt Nagy, I do think the Steelers have a good shot at the playoffs. The defense is exceptional. That year, Trubisky is definitely better than last year. Than a more experienced Najee Harris.
Having T.J. Watt on your roster alone makes you playoff caliber.
It makes it very easy. And you have Cam Hayward. That also makes things easy. Because if it wasn't for Aaron Donald, we'd be talking about Cam Hayward and Fletcher Cox for the last decade. But no.
Chris Jones as well.
God damn it. This goddamn freaking Aaron Donald. Made me so mad to turn the camera back to me. God damn it.
Another camp headline. Robert Saleh came out and he said, Joe Flacco is a top 32 quarterback in the league.
He's also said he's been saying that he's been playing really well. He's playing a little better than Zach Wilson.
And I don't know. Obviously, Zach Wilson's the starter.
Yeah.
But, I don't think Joe Flacco is a top 32 quarterback in the league anymore. I think he was elite. And people are going to say, Joe Flacco is elite. Yes. Joe Flacco was in the names of 4 different quarterbacks who made the Super Bowl from 2016 to 2001. He was one of those quarterbacks. Yeah. He dethroned Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Big Ben to make the Super Bowl. He didn't beat Big Ben. He beat Andrew Luck. I'm saying he came out of the AFC.
I'm saying, but in just one run, took down Luck, Manning, Brady, and a prime Kaepernick, which is starting to become very underrated.
Honestly, that might be better than what Nick Foles did.
I think Nick Foles is simply more impressive simply because he had less prep time.
He was a backup.
He had very low expectations. But yeah, the quarterback battle to there was not that. I mean, he had a bye week. He faced Matt Ryan,
who's playing really bad.
Yeah, it was certainly not the year before MVP self.
What he put 13 points up,
and then he played Case Keenum.
But then he decided to play the best game of football in his life against the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, he put up some very, very insane numbers.
You know what's crazy? Brady outplayed him.
Brady did outplay him.
Bro,
he
he
had
had
500 yards.
The
in like
best Super Bowl performance from a quarterback ever.
And he lost because
Brandon
he had a
Graham.
whole bunch of crackers on his team.
Nah.
Because Brandon Cooks.
Oh yeah, he died.
He tried to do the spit cycle in Malcolm Jenkins, episode 27. Put him in a.
He killed him, man.
Yeah, right. Put him in a coffin.
But not enough said. I think the Patriots. One thing I like to talk about. Moving on to the Patriots.
All camp headlines. We're bouncing around. Just let it flow.
Devontae Parker.
He's coming back. I've always been a Devontae Parker fan ever since he sunned Ronald Darby.
He is Randy Moss III.
Yeah, he's having a good camp. Aguilar's having a good camp.
Here's the thing.
Another team where it's
my
up
problem,
to the quarterback.
Right? Why do they have like 6 receivers that could start?
Because Bill Belichick is an elite recruiter. Like, I think he doesn't get a like everyone's like, oh, he's an elite recruiter. No, I think he's still severely underrated.
He is
great
underrated.
at scouting, and even if they're not the most physically gifted guys,
I don't know. Cole Strange
issues,
is like questionable in the first round.
Well, that kid ends up being amazing.
He's gonna be good. Yeah, but they also traded like their All-Pro guard for a 6th round pick to the Bucks. Like,
I mean,
I don't know about that, man.
I don't know. But I mean, if the guys aren't talented enough, he's gonna make them because that's simply what he does. I mean, the one time I've seen him fail to do that, 2 times. One, they got first rounded by the Titans, but that was like a historically bad receiver. Like, it was bad. N'Keal Harry was their best receiver that year.
Yeah, that's why Brady said,
next year,
I'm out of here.
Next year they go 7-9, but Cam Newton had him off to an amazing start, and then he got COVID. And then we came back, it just wasn't the same. But they were going to make the playoffs a year. I'm positive they 41-0 the Chargers, who were still very solid. I mean, Herbert was going into his own, but I mean, I'm excited for the Patriots.
I say the Patriots: Tyquan Thornton, Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, Devontae Parker, Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar, he's playing very well in camp.
That's 5 receivers that you're like, Jones, they could all be on the field at the same time.
Exactly. Like, you can make something happen. Another team where it's not like all the pressure's on the quarterback, but if Mac Jones can take if he can take a good leap, step out of this game manager a little bit, play how a little bit you did at Alabama. Obviously, you don't have a Devonta Smith on your team. You got a Devonta Parker though, and he's a guy that you can trust him. You can put that up there. Aguilar can beat people down the field.
And it kind of scares me though because the Patriots don't have any DBs anymore. They had Gilmore. They had J.C. Jackson for a while. They had so many good DBs. Devin McCourty's old. He's about 34 years old. His brother isn't there anymore. I don't know who their best DB is, like Cyrus Jones or something.
I don't know, but it's Bill Belichick. I'm gonna sound like a Lakers fan real quick when they say like, oh, like we gonna figure it out. We gonna trade Russ.
They will.
I truly believe Bill Belichick will just simply figure it out. I don't really have any like proof or anything to back that up.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about a rookie not named Sauce Gardner as we're in the AFCs. Drake London has been baking everybody known to man. Drake London is having a phenomenal camp.
And what I'll tell you is don't draft Kyle Pitts don't draft him, but his fantasy value is way too high because Drake London
has been beating every DB one-on-one, and this guy is 6'5". Not only can he go up and get you a jump ball, this man can literally line up in the slot and look like Cooper Kupp. He's that elusive. He's very agile, and his ceiling he's so versatile. Like, there's guys who are a little too small to play outside. There's guys who are not nimble enough to play inside. He can do it all. Like,
I think he's the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL. It's Mike Evans.
It's a shame. He
is elite.
He's very good, and he's very good.
Every season
through all the quarterbacks. I mean, obviously he was the GOAT now, but
he
through it all.
I think. Well, what I was alluding to is that Drake London projects out to be Mike Evans.
Well, it depends. I think
it could be better.
I think because of his slot versatility, I think his ceiling's higher than Mike Evans. He could be this very high ball. I'm not saying he will be very high ball. He could be Mike Evans. He could be Cooper Kupp in Mike Evans' body. Obviously, super high ball, that's like Hall of Fame track. That's like his. That's his perfect situation. That's what I'm saying. But unfortunately, he plays for the Falcons. Anyway,
I mean, they're saying Felipe Franks might win the role.
For what?
For quarterback.
Felipe Franks? I thought he moved to tight end.
Is he playing quarterback or tight end now?
No, he's playing tight end. I think The only two that's in the conversation for the quarterback
Did he move?
is Mariota and Desmond Ritter.
Did he move the tight end?
He did move the tight end, and he's actually been pretty good.
I saw his name pop up that said he could win like a competing / starting. I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, I mean, he could. With Pitt's
Yeah.
probably going to be playing a lot of slot. I mean, Felipe Franks could probably be a true tight end for him. He's big body.
Logan.
I really do like that.
Just like Logan Thompson. Logan Thomas.
Yeah, big body.
Now we can move on to our NBA section right here.
Oh, pro-ams. So players have been taking over pro-ams. DeJounte Murray went on Instagram and said, hey, NBA players, if y'all like playing ball and y'all healthy, just come out to these programs so these kids can see you for free when they can't. I really like that point. I like watching guys go to pro-ams. You are fulfilling not only the people in the stands, the people on the court. Yes, they are grown men, and they probably don't want to openly admit it. But the guy who guarded LeBron, he's been bragging. After he played LeBron for a week straight, he said, nobody can tell me nothing. I just guarded LeBron James. He said, with pride, I held LeBron James to 42 points. Y'all can't do that. Think about it. If you go, how many are you holding LeBron to?
Me, 1,000.
He's giving me at least a light 150. Light 150. And this guy, as unimpressive as sounds, 42.
Here's the problem, right?
And he was
There is
scoring.
no way the average person in America will stop LeBron on any draft. He's just gonna drop step.
With all due respect to this guy, he actually played a little overseas action, but obviously he's no NBA player.
I'm saying like the average person,
Drew League, average.
No,
he's
no.
very good at basketball.
like the average D2 basketball player would probably give up 100 points to LeBron James.
Yeah, absolutely. But this guy,
Shout out to Murray. Oh.
Murray's getting a cool 200 on his head by
LeBron
by Drew League. But
at age 38.
I think what the DeJounte Murray, John Collins, and Trae Young, I think what they did was really cool. They all stepped out as a group,
especially when he bounced the ball off the dude's head.
Yeah, that it's competitive. And DeJounte Murray knows he can't do that in the NBA, so you gotta get it.
Why can't he?
You can't do it in the NBA. Marcus Morris tried to do it to somebody, and you almost got ejected. So no, you can't be bouncing the ball off people's head. But I think that's super cool.
Imagine DeJounte Murray, Marcus Smart walks out, he bounces the ball.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray might get his ass beat if he did that. But I think that's really cool. One person I would love to see step out to this Drew League. He stepped out last year. Was Tatum.
Man, that means that man stepping out in Cancun.
I would love for him to take one of his teammates, go play. Peyton Pritchard loves pro-ams. He dropped 92 in a Portland in the crossover last year. He dropped 92 points in the semifinals. Flew back to the Summer League for a championship. Got looked up by Davion Mitchell. But anyway,
if there's a Cancun Summer League, it's Tatum's. He loves Cancun and Turks and Caicos and all them islands.
Yeah, you think you're funny, huh? But yeah, I would love to see Tatum pop out. No, I actually would. This would be my dream duo to go to Drew League. It'd be Jason Tatum and Joel Embiid. Imagine you come down the court. Tatum, bang, bang, gives you that behind the back, sidestep, knocks it down. You play defense. All right, bam, you don't score. We're coming back down. Tatum's sizing you up again? Nah. He's getting that thing over the top. He's got Joel Embiid on the post.
You know what? That could have been the Sixers.
That could have been the Sixers, and it can be Boston. We just got to sell the house.
No.
I want to sell the house Kevin Durant. I'm selling the house for Joel Embiid.
I'm not going to lie. If the Sixers could get Jaylen Brown and Rob Will, I would take it.
That's a steal for us in my eyes. Look, Joel Embiid is my guy. I love Jaylen Brown to death. Not a lot of people I'm trading him for straight up or even in a package. But, for the right deal, Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum's winning a championship.
I think it could. But imagine the Sixers. Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Rob Will. That's a good team.
That is a good team. I truly think that.
Here's the thing. I think the Sixers, if they build the team not around Embiid, and this might be a hot take. I love Embiid. I think he's a great player. I think he's one of the most unstoppable players on the planet. It's hard to win a championship when a center is your best player.
And it hurts for Jokic too. As much as Jokic is he's a big guy, but he's really a playmaker. And you can build an offense around him. I don't know, man. I simply just don't know. You can't win it from the post no more. You have to be this elite shot creating 3-level demon, or you have to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. But
he's not a center though. He is a guard that gets like 20 rebounds a game.
Giannis is simply Shaq put in this thin, nice Orlando frame, except he's just smack dead middle in his prime, and he's just as strong.
Man, you can't tell me that Luka's better than Giannis. People will argue.
I think he's a very complete player. I wouldn't be mad at it, but Giannis is different. No, I want Giannis at a pro-am. That's what I want.
Just look at Luka Doncic and look at Giannis and be like, which one's better? It's like chocolate ice cream versus like some like exotic flavor that sucks.
Yeah, like Luka's that plain that I like his game. Simple, and he's very good at it. Giannis is like that. Y'all won't notice.
Rocky Road.
No, they not gonna notice. That Nana Splits, holy cow. I don't know nothing about that. That's Giannis. Exotic. Got everything in it. Best ice cream I've ever had in my life. Best player in the world. Giannis is holy cow. Anyone who worked in Nana Splits knows that.
Man, that's a great way to wrap up the show.
Yeah, but one more thing. And then Joel Embiid is peanut butter cup Halo top. And that's a good thing.
Man, I don't know if you can call him Halo top because he weighs too much.
James Harden needs some Halo top. Anyway, it's been a great episode, guys. Camp headlines. Football starts in 15 minutes. Please. It's just preseason. Go watch it. You get to see Trey Walker for once. No one's ever seen him. I don't even know if he exists. Who is Trey Walker? How did he get drafted over Aiden Hutchinson and Kayvon Thibodeau? We don't know. But you should leave here and go find out for yourselves.
Go watch
Thank
the
you guys
Raiders.
for tuning in.
Hopefully another Henry Ruggs.
We're going to go ball up. We're not actually watching the preseason game. We're going to go ball up, though. We'll see you soon.
We're driving there, not like Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, or Marquise Brown, if you've seen that. Yeah, try to save.